There's a guy in almost every friend group who shows up to everything, every birthday, every dinner, every last-minute hangout nobody really planned. He's always there, always available, always responding within minutes. If someone needs something, he's the first to offer, and nobody treats him badly. Nobody dislikes him. They just don't think about him. When the group makes plans, his name comes up last. When someone has exciting news, they don't call him first. When the night gets interesting, people forget he's in the room, not out of cruelty, just out of habit. Because somewhere along the way, he became furniture. This is Law 6, court attention at all costs. And the painful thing Robert Greene understood, the part most people refuse to accept, is that being good isn't enough. Being kind isn't enough. Being reliable isn't enough. The social world doesn't reward those things with attention. It rewards presence, psychological presence, the kind that makes people feel your absence before you even leave. Think about two people in the same office, same job, similar skill level. One sends thorough emails, finishes everything early, never causes problems, and fades into the background. The other sometimes runs late, occasionally says the wrong thing, but when they walk into a room, people notice. Conversations shift. Who gets the promotion? Most of us already know the answer. We just don't want to admit what it means. It means the world doesn't measure you by your consistency. It measures you by your impact on attention. And attention is not rational. It doesn't flow to the most deserving. It flows toward whoever controls the emotional temperature of a room. There's a version of this in relationships too. Imagine someone who's been seeing a person for 8 months. Thoughtful, consistent, checks in every day, never creates uncertainty. And slowly, without either of them fully realizing it, one of them stops feeling much of anything. Not because something went wrong, because nothing felt unresolved anymore. The mystery closed. And when that happens in attraction, so does the pull. Now imagine someone else they meet at a work event. Warm, then briefly unreadable. Present, then slightly distant. They can't fully figure this person out, and they think about it more than they should. That's not a character flaw. That's just how human attention works. We're wired to focus on what we can't fully predict, on what feels unresolved. Certainty is comfortable, but comfort doesn't hold attention. Unresolved things do. Greene observed that the most compelling people throughout history, artists, rulers, seducers, weren't always conventionally attractive or loud. Some were strange, some made people uncomfortable, but they were never ignorable. They understood that disappearing into reliability was a kind of social death. Think about someone you know who seems to occupy more space than their actions justify. They're not doing more than others, not smarter, not louder, but when they go quiet, people notice the silence. When they leave, something shifts. Not because they performed anything, because they were never fully readable. Most people never develop that quality because they spend their whole lives trying to be liked instead. Being liked is passive. It means adjusting yourself to fit what others want to see. Do that long enough and you stop being a person with edges. You become a surface, smooth, inoffensive, forgettable. People who become invisible usually did everything right. They were considerate, they were loyal, they showed up, and they got quietly erased from the social hierarchy anyway. Not because people turned on them, because people stopped registering them. You can spend years being someone's most reliable friend and still not be the person they call when something real happens. Because importance isn't assigned to reliability, it's assigned to emotional weight, to whether your presence makes someone feel something they can't fully name. The cruel truth of this law is that the world will let you disappear if you allow it. Not violently, not dramatically, gradually, one overlooked message at a time, one moment where someone's eyes drift past you to someone more interesting. The way out isn't to become louder or more desperate. It's to understand what actually holds attention. Mystery, unpredictability, the sense that you haven't been fully figured out yet. Stop making yourself so easy to read. Let your absence register before you explain it. Let your silences carry weight, not as a manipulation, as a reality. The reality that you are a complete person with an interior life that doesn't need to be on display for anyone's comfort. The moment people can no longer predict you completely is the moment they start paying attention again. Not because you changed, because they realize they never fully knew you to begin with.